and that is why this vlog has been an absolute state, because I've been in an absolute state. And we are officially in Cambodia, I think. We've just gone through the Vietnamese customs or border control, but it was not like nothing. We just walked straight through, and we've literally just had one bloke look at our passport, and because we've come on the bus, the guy on the bus, like the tour guide person, he's already filled out all of our visa stuff. So that's it. We're just like walking across the border and then getting back on the bus and then going to Phnom Penh. I think that's it. Okay, now we're in Cambodia. We just had to go through customs and get our passport stamped, but now we're officially in Cambodia. Welcome to day one in Phnom Penh. Yesterday we didn't get into Phnom Penh until about 5:30, maybe 6. So we were on the bus for a total of about 9 hours, which was a lot longer than we were expecting. But anyway, we went and got food last night and then just had a walk about and then just went back to the hotel. Today, first stop was to go get a SIM card, sorted that, and have just got some food. And now we're going to the Genocide Museum and the Killing Fields later. If you're an avid watcher of my channel, you'll know I'm not big into museums, and I've done 2 museums in the space of like 3 days, because we did one in Ho Chi Minh as well. So let's see what this museum's like. Hello. So quite a few days have passed since we were in Phnom Penh, and obviously you can tell I'm not in the best of ways, so I'm going to give a quick little update. Basically, when we were in Phnom Penh, the day after we went to the museum, which is the last bit of footage that I got of the museum and the Killing Fields, Alex fell really poorly to the point where he basically stayed in bed all day. I was ill, I wasn't so bad, so I went out and I went to the pharmacy and I got like all the cold tablets and paracetamol and stuff because we were all out. Then I went back to the hotel and basically tried to sleep off the illness that I had. I got about an hour's sleep and then woke up, and then that's when I started to really feel poorly. So that day was basically all completely like wiped out for us, and that was our final day in Phnom Penh, and we've booked a bus to go to Sihanoukville in order to get the ferry to Koh Rong the next morning. When we woke up the next morning, it was honestly really touch and go as to whether we were going to make this bus. Like, we were, and Alex especially, was really not in a good way. But anyway, we made it. We like really pushed through, especially Alex, bless him. I was really not feeling that bad. Got to Koh Rong on the Friday, I don't know, honestly. Anyway, we got to Koh Rong, we got checked in, Alex went back to bed, and I basically spent the rest of the afternoon on the beach. I was feeling like fine, to be honest. I had a bit of a cough. That was pretty much it. The next day though, oh my god, the next day, which by the way, we stayed at Nest Beach Club, which is where, if you don't know, it's a hostel, which is really famous for Nestival, which is like this big like festival thing on the beach where they like do sack races, like beach volleyball, like a tug of war on the beach, and they have like DJ sets on. It's just like this big like party on the beach essentially. And the day that I fell ill was the day of Nestival, which is the whole reason that we booked to go there on that weekend as well. Like, we'd had this booked like 2.5 weeks in advance, and I was so ill that I didn't make it to Nestival. Basically spent a couple of hours on the beach where I then really deteriorated that evening. I can't even explain to you what this illness is like, because it's not a cold. I had cold symptoms on that Saturday where like I was snotty and I was congested, but it's the cough, and my lung capacity is literally halved. Like, I can't breathe The cough is so bad. It's attacked my voice. But the illness I had in Hanoi was just a straight up cold. This, I'm almost 100% sure now it's COVID, and I've never had COVID before. I have had all the jabs though, so even if I was to catch COVID, I was thinking I'd be fine, but no, clearly the jabs do not last a lifetime, because I am definitely not immune, and this is definitely COVID. Like, my lungs are so painful, but like my sinuses are all fine now, everything is fine. And the other thing that leads to us having COVID is when we first fell ill, we just couldn't move, like our bodies, we were so weak. And the muscle aches that we had in Phnom Penh were horrific. Like, for the girls out there, like my lower back, it was like I was on my period, but it wasn't just my lower back, it was all up my back, like all up into my shoulder blades and all down my legs as well. And you just couldn't really move without pain. But it's just so weird, like how I thought like I was fine after that, and then I just got struck down again. And I've just honestly, like, climbing the stairs is difficult, speaking is difficult, like I'm really struggling to speak, so that's why I've not vlogged. Like, I will insert clips of Koh Rong I did get, but I've just not been able to talk. And also it didn't help in Koh Rong that we were staying at what was a party hostel, and on that night of Festival, when I felt the worst, the party went on until 7 a.m. and I didn't sleep until party finished, because you could hear everything from our room. Even though we had a private room, you could still hear everything. Basically, our entire time in Koh Rong has been no sleep and illness. We left Koh Rong, we made the decision to leave Koh Rong. Also, Koh Rong was really expensive, and the food was not great on Koh Rong, which obviously, again, didn't help me. The vegan food especially, like, was nearly non-existent on Koh Rong. When you're on no sleep and the food is not great, so like your nutrition is low, yeah, it was just not a good place to recover. And plus, I was getting really concerned that see, this is the cough that I've been telling you about. I was getting really concerned that if I was to get any more poorly, or even Alex, to be honest, but Alex was actually recovering after that first day. He pretty much felt fine. He was like, he even said, oh, I could have stayed up a bit later in Festival, but I couldn't do it. Anyway, I was getting a little bit concerned that if I was to stay on the island and get worse, then I would have to have left the island anyway, because there's no like medical. There was like one Longset Pier. We walked past one little like medical shack, but it obviously is just for like minor like injuries, just really minor stuff, because you could tell it was not like somewhere they wanted to go if you were ill. It was just more of a risk and more expense. Although Koh Rong is so beautiful and I so wanted to enjoy it, and we were planning on staying like an extra 3 days. It just didn't make sense to, for so many reasons. Last night we got the sleeper bus from Sihanoukville to Siem Reap, and we are in a nice hotel. It's quiet, so I've been able to sleep a bit, and already I can feel the morale is starting to come back in me a little bit, because I've been feeling really low out of this whole trip. Even when I was ill in Hanoi, this is the lowest I've felt whilst travelling. I don't know how long it's going to take me to properly recover. I'm hoping not too long, and I'm really hoping to be better for Christmas, but we'll see. But at least I know that here I can get good food, well, hopefully good food. There will be more food options for me anyway in Siem Reap than there was certainly on Koh Rong, and most importantly have a decent night's sleep here. We might extend our stay here just so that I have a little bit more time to recover before we head back to Thailand. I will vlog as much of Siem Reap as I possibly can. There might not be a lot of talking, because this is hard enough, but anyway, that is enough of me talking now. Like, I can't do any more. But that is just a quick update, and that is why this vlog has been an absolute state, because I've been in an absolute state. But anyway, onwards and upwards. It's nearly 7 p.m. and this is our first activity of the day. We are at a mini golf, crazy golf I think, and we're the only people here because, well, it shuts at 8. I think we're the last people of the day. After hole 1, it's tied 5-5.
เ